Good evening. Thanks a lot for being with us, everybody. And first on to a letter from a Salem school teacher to get you to vote against an upcoming cigarette tax is not what it appears at first glance.
It has supporters of the tax, which would go towards children's health insurance, crying foul.
So we sent Salem Bureau Chief Melica Johnson to get to the bottom of who is really behind the message. What'd you find, Melica?
Well, you guys, welcome to campaign season when strangers like Ben Matthews write you what feels like a very personal letter, except this letter comes with some fine print. This letter has supporters of a proposed cigarette tax incensed.
Yeah, it is deceiving.
The letter says it's from the desk of Ben Matthews, a first-grade teacher at Myers Elementary School in Salem. But the letter's return address tells a different story. It's actually mailed from the office of Mark Nelson, a lobbyist for R.J. Reynolds Tobacco.
It's not clear that Big Tobacco is behind it, and it is behind it.
If you look closely, the letter is paid for by Oregonians against the blank check. That's actually a cover group for Big Tobacco. We don't know what teacher Ben Matthews looks like. He wouldn't return our calls. But according to Professor David Douglas, he's meant to look like someone we can trust.
And it lends this letter a kind of credibility because we tend to trust educators, tend to trust teachers.
Is that a cheap tactic?
I think it can be a misleading tactic.
Nelson says the letter is not misleading, since everyone knows the tobacco industry is against the tax.
But if everybody knows this campaign is funded by R.J. Reynolds, why not put that on the letter?
We don't think it's needed.
Nelson says the purpose of the letter is to outline the points of the campaign, not who's funding it.
Some people could feel tricked.
Exactly.
Especially when they find out that the letter isn't really from the desk of Ben Matthews.
Did you pay the teacher to write this?
Oh, no. He volunteered.
Did the teacher write this himself?
We helped him, and he approved it. He went through, we had about 4 or 5 drafts.
Ben Matthews is in the minority among his teaching peers. Almost every educational organization in Oregon is in support of raising the cigarette tax in order to pay for health insurance for children. Live at the state capitol, Melica Johnson, KATU News.
Melica, thank you.